In the last video, you nailed your brand's soul, your core values, your purpose, and your personality. That's great initial groundwork, but that's just a belief system. Let's be honest, a belief system on its own is not going to pay the bills. Hi, my name is Bazawi. I'm a brand strategist. I help entrepreneurs get clear on their vision and their brand identity to attract the right customers and drive sales. Let's say your brand values honesty. Let's be real. When does honesty get someone to click buy? You see, most companies are stuck in the brand trap. They end up talking about themselves and not the customer's solution. You see, there's a missing link. Today, we're going to be forging that link. We're building the 3-step brand to sales funnel. This framework turns abstract values into revenue focused creative strategy. Every piece of content moves a prospect closer to a purchase. Get your notebooks ready. This is where your brand truly starts generating revenue. Step 1, convert your brand values into customer values. You see, step 1 is all about translations. The goal is to convert your internal brand value into an external customer value. Your brand's why needs to justify your customer's why buy. Let me introduce you to the translation matrix. It's simple but incredibly powerful. Let's take these 3 examples. Company 1 values durability. When you translate this to a customer value, that may look like a single purchase that saves you money long term. This brand will have to position their products and services as an investment. Company 2 values transparency. When transparency is translated into the customer value, it turns into 0 hidden fees or surprises at checkout. This promise positions the company to overcome its trust objections. Company 3 values speed. They will need to translate this value to their customers as saving them time and solving their problems immediately. The company will achieve its value translation by highlighting efficiency. See the shift? We're showing how your truth directly benefits your customers. This is the language of sales. Here is an exercise for step 1. Take your top 2 to 3 brand values. For each, write the corresponding customer benefits. This becomes your core sales message, the promise your brand makes. Step 2 is converting your brand personality into a creative tone. Now that you know what to say, step 2 is how you're going to say it. Your tone builds the relationship, and the relationships are going to drive sales. Let me introduce you to tone archetypes. If your personality is a rebel, your tone is candid and disruptive. The strategy here is to challenge the status quo and mock the industry standards. For example, Dollar Shave Club. They're a great example of disruptive and candid personality tone. Their brand challenges the status quo and is constantly mocking the industry standard. Their content is witty, disruptive, and short form. If your personality is the nurturer, your tone is empathetic and educational. The strategy is to focus on customer support and minimize all the stresses. Let's take Dove for example. Dove creates content that's long form, educational, how to's, and heartwarming testimonials. If your brand personality is the expert, your tone is authoritative and clear. The strategy is to use data, case studies, and a structured framework to communicate with their target audience. The expert's content may look like in-depth webinars, white papers, and detailed analyses. This tone choice is the filter which all your sales messages passes through. Stay consistent. Step 3, develop the message action bridge. This is your structured content. Every piece of creative serves a specific point in the customer's sales journey. Here is where you're going to use the 3-stage sales funnel. The top of the funnel is awareness. The goal is to capture attention based on shared values and problems. The strategy is 80% value driven and 20% brand themed. The middle of the funnel is evaluation. The goal is to build trust and demonstrate customer value. The strategy is 80% proof driven and 20% case studies and testimonials. Then you have the bottom of the funnel, which is the purchase. The goal is to overcome that final hesitation and drive sales. The strategy here is 100% focused on risk elimination and a clear call to action. In essence, don't just talk about your brand values. You need to translate them into your customers' values. Choose the right tone for your brand's personality and structure your content to drive action at every stage. Now, I want to hear from you. What is the customer value you're using to drive sales? Post it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.